All right, looks like yes. Wonderful. So I'm live now. Uh, Welcome everyone from wherever you are watching in the world. Please drop your location in the comments so that I know from where you are joining. I am excited to talk about today's topic, that is, even if you get even if you sleep for 8 hours, you feel like you're only getting 3 hours of sleep. So basically, the Sjogrens, sleeplessness, and how to get some functional tips for that, how to get some solutions for it, so that you can start sleeping well with Sjogrens. Now, why 8 hours in bed still leaves you exhausted, and four functional fixes to finally wake up rested. I'm going to talk about this topic today. I'm really excited. This is something that all people who have Sjogrens are affected with. Sleep is something that all of us are affected with, in fact, not just people who have Sjogrens. So I'm really excited to talk about this topic today. So wherever you're joining me from, drop a comment in the comments. Drop a comment that tell me from where are you joining. I am going live today and talking to you about this topic today from Dubai. So type your location in the comments, let me know. I would love to find out. And if you're watching the live, type a live in the comments. And if you're not watching the live, if you're watching the replay, we still want to hear from you. Please do type a replay in the comments so that I can find out when you're watching the video and that this video is helping you. Okay, so let's get started. I am very excited to talk about why 8 hours in sleep, 8 hours in bed still leaves you exhausted, and four functional fixes that will finally help you wake up rested and start the healing process from the inside out in your body. Okay, so for everyone who's joining today and who's new, who doesn't know who I am, and I want to briefly introduce myself. I am Divya Dhawan. I'm a national board certified functional medicine practitioner. I am also lifestyle medicine certified, and I'm a Sjogrens thriver. I'm the creator of Sjogrens reset method and the nourish and quench method, two of which are proven, repeatable root cause systems that I've created out of my own experience and out of the experience of my clients, which help busy women and parents move from living in dryness and pain and exhaustion to start feeling hydrated and energized and in control of their health all over again. So if you are here, chances are that you are doing all the right things, and you go to bed on time, you try to get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and maybe you even tried some supplements, and some supplements like ashwagandha and stuff, and you also tried some sleep hygiene tricks, but you're still waking up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. So if that is the case with you, and if this is something that you resonate with, drop heart emoji in the comments so that I know that this is something that you are dealing with and this training is exactly for you. So type a heart and hit comment so that we can see if this is something that you are also affected with. So now there are a couple of reasons why this happens. So I want to dig into that, because as a functional provider, we just don't give you solutions. We actually peel the layers of the onion to find out why exactly is this are these symptoms happening to you. What is happening in the body, because the body knows how to heal, and we want your body to understand how to heal all over again. Now, if you are experiencing these symptoms where you're doing all the right things, you're trying to get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and you are in bed for 8 hours and still get up feeling groggy and feeling tired and as if you've been run over by a truck, then let me tell you what, you are not lazy and you are not broken. It is just that your body's recovery systems are out of rhythm. And tonight, I'm going to show you why and how you can fix them. I'm going to show you why this is happening and how you can fix them. I'm going to talk about both of those things, okay? So now, who's excited about this topic? I know this is affecting so many people who have Sjogrens, so I'm really excited about to talk to all of you about this topic. But if this resonates with you, do not forget to drop a heart in the comments so that we know that this is something that is affecting you as well. All right, so what are we going to talk today? So by the end of the session, what you will understand is that why your sleep that you're trying to get is not restorative, even if it's long enough, why it is not restorative. Then also the hidden link between cortisol, melatonin, and blood sugar, and all of the hormones in the body are related to each other. Everything that is happening in the body is related to each other. Nothing happens in the human body independent of each other. So we're going to talk about these things and the interrelationship between these things and how that is affecting your sleep. And then the 4 functional fixes that I'm going to share with you, which is the juicy part at the end. So stick with me till the end, because I'm going to share with you some very useful functional tips that will start helping you get your body to restorative mode, so that your body can get deep natural rest cycles every single day, so that the healing can start. Okay, now if you are already thinking this is exactly what I've been missing, then drop the word reset in the comments, and I will send you the steps after this live of how you can actually start addressing your cellular nourishment, which you've been missing so far, and start doing the healing in your body ASAP. And alternatively, what you can also do is you can go to the pin comment in which I have the link. You can go enroll yourself and start the healing process at a cellular level ASAP. But what happens is that when our cells are not nourished, they are actually feeling dehydrated, and when the cells feel dehydrated, because cell is the smallest unit in the human body, then what will happen is that all the tissues in the body will also start feeling dehydrated, and they will show signs of those deficiencies. And many of those, in my experience, with my professional experience with working with clients who have Sjogrens, when we start fixing these deficiencies at the cellular level, immediate healing starts happening in these people. They start to feel calm, they start to feel more energy. Some people even start feeling hungry the first thing in the morning, which normally does not happen to people who have Sjogrens. So if you are already thinking that you want to get deeper work for your Sjogrens, then drop a word reset, or go check out the link over here, and we will get you started ASAP. Okay, now what's really going on? Let's talk about that. What is it that nobody is talking about, and everyone just keeps giving you some pills so that you can sleep properly, some anti-anxiety pills, some calming down your nervous pills like gabapentin or anti-anxiety pills. All of those actually will help you sleep, but they will not help fix the systems in your body which are causing these problems, which are causing the sleep issues in your body. Okay, so if you think in case you don't know, there are some deeper imbalances in your body which are happening, which are causing the problems with your sleep. And when you're not able to sleep properly, that feeds into the stress cycle, which your body is already stressed, and that lack of sleep will actually aggravate the sleep issues. Because when you're not able to sleep, then that will feed into the stress that is already being caused in the body, and that stress will again cause lack of sleep, and that loop will keep feeding into each other. But we want to fix that at the root. So let's talk about why this is happening, because no one is talking about this. So let's get started. Now, if you are waking up tired, your body is not truly sleeping, it is only surviving through the night, because your body is actually in the survival mode even when you're sleeping. So the first reason that I've seen with most of my clients who are not able to sleep properly when they have Sjogrens is because they are the kinds who are tired yet wired, and for them cortisol spikes are happening at night. So these are the people who are very tired. They are like they had a heck of a day, but when they go down to when they lie down on the bed and try to close their eyes, their mind is racing, and because of which there are certain hormones that are activated in the body, which we're going to talk about, and they're not able to sleep. So what is happening? What is happening is that our body produces a hormone naturally every single day based on the circadian rhythm of our body and the circadian rhythm of the sun, and this hormone is called cortisol. You all must have heard about this. So drop a yes in the comments if you have heard about it. Have you heard about this hormone called cortisol ever? Have you heard about it? Yes, so hormones, the hormone cortisol is very very important for human body's functioning. What happens is when we wake up in the morning, um, cortisol, which is also called the stress hormone, and it is called the stress hormone because it is produced in large quantities in the body when we are stressed. But what most people do not know is that this is produced in the body every single day on a regular basis, and we need cortisol to survive. Now, what is happening is that normally, for a normal person who is probably able to sleep properly, this is how the rhythm of the cortisol production works. So, all the hormones in our body, and in fact, the entire human body works in sync with the circadian rhythm, which is the rhythm of the sun. So, whenever the sun is rising, the cortisol is naturally high because now we need to get up. And if you think about it from the evolutionary point of view, right? Humans get up and they then go hunting, then go gather food. So this is something that is stressful. They have to go get stuff done. And even for us in this modern life, in this urban life, we have to get stuff done when we get up. So the body is trying to support that by producing cortisol, which is high naturally in the day as soon as you get up, and so that we can function, so that we can do all the things that we need to do. Cortisol becomes naturally high in the morning. As the sun goes down, as the sun is setting down, gradually the cortisol will start going down, and during the night it is supposed to be, like normally it is supposed to be low. And because now the cortisol is low, the production of a hormone called melatonin, which is the sleep hormone, actually goes up. But if you are someone who has Sjogrens, most likely than not, what is happening inside you is that your HPA axis, which is the hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal axis. So these are all three glands which work in sync with each other whenever the body is in stress, and when that communication between these glands is not happening properly, the imbalance starts happening, and that is when the production of hormones cannot happen properly. So you might get up with low cortisol, which will give you the feeling of fatigue, and you might be sleeping with a very very low melatonin because your body is not producing enough melatonin. So it could be a lot of things. Now what happens in my practice is that I test that. So when I don't take guesses on what's happening, right? So we do testing, we do hormone testing, we do gut health testing, we do mineral balance testing, all of that testing to find out what is the reason and why is that imbalance happening in your body. So when you're able to find out the imbalance, then we start addressing it. So in most people, cortisol is spiking at night. When the cortisol is spiking at night, you will get up at 3 to 4 a.m. in the night, and you will have a racing mind, and that is a sign that your cortisol is pumping up and your melatonin is not being produced properly. This is a feature, downstream feature of the HPA axis dysfunction, and we want to fix that. What is the result of this? That you are asleep, but not deep asleep. So your brain is on high alert. So the deep restorative sleep that you should be getting, which is called the stage 3 or the REM sleep, it never really happens. So how do we fix that? I'm going to come to the fixes later on. So let's not get into the fixes right now. So this is the first reason that if you have Sjogrens and you are experiencing sleeplessness, this is the first reason that I've seen most often than not happening in people who have sleep issues. Okay, now the second reason that I've seen so often, and that is also related to the first reason that we talked about, is the melatonin deficiency. Melatonin is naturally produced in the human body. It is called the sleep hormone, and many, if you go to any other providers like conventional medicine doctors, you are told that you can take melatonin for sleep if you want to go a little natural. But the problem is melatonin, when you take artificially, your body forgets how to create it. And melatonin is not just a sleep hormone, it is a biochemical signal for the body that you are safe, and it is also a very strong antioxidant that the body uses for those functions. But when your cortisol is constantly high, your melatonin production is suppressed because cortisol and melatonin are antagonists. So cortisol is only produced when the cortisol is low, and when the melatonin is high, the cortisol has to be low. So this is how it works. But what happens in this urban life for most of us is that, number one, the cortisol is high because of so many other things, because probably you are producing too much cortisol because of the stress, because of HPX's dysfunction. And to add to all of that, there are late night screens, there is blue light that is being emitted from your computers, probably from your phones, probably from your TV that you're watching late night. All of that adds fuel to the fire that is already going on in your body. What happens is, whenever our eyes get exposed to blue light, the pineal gland gets the signal that it is not time yet to sleep. So it is not going to produce any melatonin. So when I say melatonin deficiency, it's not per se that your body, there's something wrong with your body and it's not producing enough melatonin. The problem is that the signals that the body is getting are wrong. So we want to change that. And we'll talk about that when we come to the fixes, because I'm going to give you some quick fixes, some quick takeaways that you can straight away start taking action on, so that you can start seeing tremendous results in your sleep. Okay, I want you to go watch this live today and get wonderful results from this. Okay, now what happens if you're taking melatonin supplements? That also does not help, because that is not helping your stress response. That is only giving a band-aid on a problem. So if this is the problem here, the cortisol is high, you're putting a band-aid on it by putting more melatonin on it. So for a few days you will see that will work, but then it'll stop working. And this is the reason it stops working, because no one is fixing your high cortisol. And we want to fix that, because when cortisol is low, your body will naturally produce more melatonin in the nighttime. That is how the body works. Okay, so that was the second reason. And now let's get to the third reason that I want to discuss today, which I've seen so often in people, because it doesn't matter which part of the world you are living in, but it is happening to everyone, and it is causing the problem in the sleep in so many people who have Sjogrens. And it also is happening in many people who do not have Sjogrens. So whether or not you have Sjogrens, this is going to help you. Okay, now insulin imbalance is the third reason that most people are in the roller coaster of trying to get sleep and not getting sleep, and then getting stressed. So this is why this is happening. There is insulin imbalance. What does that mean? It means that, now here is that what most people are missing. Every night your body relies on stable blood sugar to fuel the deep sleep. So if you do not have a stable blood sugar, then you cannot have deep sleep. The deep REM sleep cannot happen if you are not having a stable blood sugar. How does that happen? Now if you have loaded, carb loaded, heavy dinners, or you are someone who loves snacking before dinner, and most often than not snacks are like ice creams or things like those, then your body will react to it, because carb heavy dinners or snacking of that sort actually will push your body to produce more insulin. And then because the blood sugar is high, so body is going to produce more insulin, and insulin and cortisol go hand in hand. So if your insulin is high, your cortisol will be high. This is how it goes. And your adrenals are going to produce, so it is the adrenals which produce the cortisol. So your cortisol will be high and you cannot sleep, because now the body is not focused on your sleep. The body is focused on you trying to digest this carb heavy loaded food that you had, or the snacking that you did that was carb heavy, that is causing that insulin spike inside your body. So if that is happening to you, if you have a heavy dinner because you haven't eaten properly during the day, and then not able to sleep, this is what is going on. Okay, now if this is something that you're experiencing, if this is what you're experiencing and getting up at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the night, then comment in the section below and type a number 3, so that I know that this is something that you are experiencing and this is making sense to you. Because insulin, when it is high, that is when the blood sugar is high, and if the blood sugar is high, your body will not focus on sleeping. It will not prioritize sleeping. So I will give you the solutions after this, but I want to know if this is resonating with you. So type a 3 in the comments, tell me if this is something that is if this is something that is resonating with you, and this is something that you're experiencing on a daily basis. Okay. All right, so these were the 3 reasons. So number 1, let me repeat that. Number 1 is high cortisol during the night. Number 2, low melatonin during the night. And then number 3 is high insulin and high blood sugar during the night. So these 3 reasons are actually causing your sleep to get disturbed and you not getting good restorative quality REM sleep, which is causing the fatigue that you're experiencing because of the sleeplessness. Okay. Now, conventional medicine will give you only band-aids to fix. So if you have too much stress, they will give you like stimulants to calm down your stress. If you are low on melatonin, they will give you some sleep medications. And if you are insulin resistant, you know what happens, right? You're declared diabetic, and after some point, and then you get on the blood sugar medications. But as a functional health practitioner, functional medicine practitioner, lifestyle certified practitioner, I know that these are not the only solutions, and we want to understand why all these things are happening and try to fix all of that from the root. Now, if you are someone who's watching and you're like having aha moments, like, oh my God, this is me. If you're saying that, oh my God, this is me. If you're saying that, then I invite you to go check out the link that I've pinned and enroll in this course so that you can start getting cellular nourishment back to your cells so that the cells can start healing your body. Because remember, cells are the smallest unit your body has. Okay? So that was the reasons that we talked about. Now, give me some love, show me some love in the comments. If this is resonating with you, drop a heart in the comments. I would love to find out if this is something that is helping you, or you're having aha moments, or even something that you have been thinking that is going on with you, but no one is actually talking about it. No doctor, no provider is actually telling you that this is going on with you, and your heart is feeling that there's something wrong. And probably it could be, the cortisol, it could be the melatonin, it could be the blood sugar or something else. Then drop a heart in the comments so that we know that this is resonating with you and that this is helping you. Okay. Now, this is what we do. We do very, very deep cellular work inside my programs, the Sjogrens Reset method and the Nourish and Quench method. And by the way, the enrollment is open for the Nourish and Quench method, and you get all the details by hitting the link below. Now, let me talk about this client who has gotten amazing results. This is a client called Nina. She is a marketing executive. She's also a mom of 2. And before she came to me, she was like, I used to get groggy and sleepy in board meetings, and it used to feel so embarrassing. And I used to, and these are her words, that I used to feel 20 years older, at a small age of 35. Now, after working with me inside my Nourish and Quench method, that is that is the foundational program that we start with when we want to start addressing your cellular nourishment. That is the very foundational course that we work on. We balanced her cortisol sort of curve, which is the circadian rhythm according to which the cortisol should be working. So we balanced her cortisol curve. We stabilized her insulin, and 4 weeks later, it only took 4 weeks for the body to rebound, right? So 4 weeks later, she messaged me and said that I slept, I could not fall asleep earlier, but now I have slept throughout the night for the first time in years, and actually woke up so rested that I cannot believe this is the same me. And I did not know that the sleep, getting good quality sleep could feel so good, and that cellular nourishment can do this to my body. So this is what she said. This is Nina inside my Nourish and Quench method, which is a proven, repeatable system that I've created based on my own experience and based on my clients' experience, who want real healing, who are fed up of the medication and appointment hamster wheel and want real solutions. So this is what I've created for them. And at the end of the program, this client realized that I didn't, and this is what she told me, that I do not, I realized that I don't need more sleeping pills. What my body really needs is body's rhythm to be restored. And that we did that exact, we used these steps inside our nourish and quench method, and she was able to get her sleep back, she was able to get her health back, she was in fact able to get her life back, because now she was not she was not wanting to nap in between meetings, and she had the energy after she came back home to actually play with her kids. So if this is what you are looking for, because I know most women who have Sjogrens do not get real answers, because I did not get real answers when I was diagnosed with Sjogrens 12 years ago, then type a reset in the comments, or go check out the link that I've pinned in the comments, and let's get you started with real deep cellular nourishment, so that your body can start doing the healing for you. Okay, so now comes the most awaited part of the live today, which is what should we do to get good sleep. Now I'm going to talk about 4 things that you can do immediately, actionable items that you can start immediately after you get off the live today, and start bringing those changes in your daily life, so that you can start getting those changes and start experiencing good sleep. And not just good sleep, because good sleep is also needed for good repair in the body. So you will see huge results in so many other areas in your life. Okay, so number one, we wanted to what we want to do is we want to reset your cortisol rhythm. We want to reset the rhythm of your cortisol, which is haywire right now, because of which you're not able to sleep. We want to calm down your nights. We want to energize your mornings. So what do we do for that? First of all, the first thing that you do after getting up is getting your eyes exposed to real sunlight. No sunglasses, no glasses, no prescription glasses, no sunglasses, just bare eyes, looking at the sunlight, not looking at the sun, looking at the sunlight, getting that inside your eyes, because when the eyes get sunlight, they send the message to the brain that cortisol has to be produced now. So even if your body is not producing enough cortisol, when you do that, when you do that on a regular basis every single day, go expose your eyes to the sunlight for 30 minutes, first thing when you wake up, no phones, no laptops, nothing, then your body gets the message that it needs to reset the cortisol. What will happen? Your body will naturally be more energized in the morning, and it will set up the right tone for you to get good sleep in the night. So that is the number one thing you can do. Do not fear sunlight. There is nothing wrong with sunlight. Sun is actually the giver of life, and sun is also the regulator of our rhythms, of our body rhythms, because our body rhythms actually follow the sunlight. So that is the number one thing you can do. And then number 2 that you can do for your cortisol reset is to limit caffeine after 3 p.m. and in fact just remove caffeine from your life after 3 p.m. and no use of so no digital screens after 1 hour before you go to sleep. So you have to set up your body for the right tone to go to sleep. So no digital screens, no computers, no phone screens, no iPads, no TV, at least 1 hour before going to sleep, and dim all the lights in the house. So that will help you reset your cortisol rhythm by teaching your adrenals when to shut off and when to wake up. And by doing this, you're also syncing your circadian rhythm with light, with breath, and with the calm that your body needs to sleep well. Okay, so that was the number 1 functional solution that I have given you today. Number 2, we want to address the melatonin, right? How do we address the melatonin? Now, here's the thing. When I work with my clients and we work on a lot of issues, so we first do testings. We do a lot of testing. We do a lot of functional testing. We do the testing for the gut. We find out what are the toxins in the gut. We also do testing for understanding what are the minerals in the body and if they are imbalanced or not. And most often than not, the minerals are imbalanced. There is problems in the gut, and there is problems relating to the toxins being present in the gut as well. So infections like H. pylori, some other infections, stealth infections which are not being addressed otherwise. And here's the thing, why does this matter? This matters because when there is problem in the gut health, these people are actually not able to digest, number one, their protein well, and number two, because proteins are not being digested properly, they cannot produce the hormones properly. So it's everything is related, so nothing is independent of each other in the human body. It's a very complex web of systems and feedbacks, and so we need to look at all of that before we start addressing anything. So this is a small thing like sleep, but we have to look at so many other things. So in order for your body to be able to produce good melatonin, as I said, the first thing is you need to get your eyes exposed to sunlight, because that will give your body the natural feedback that melatonin needs to be produced in the night. Limit your, again, digital products, digital screens, limit your digital screens at least an hour before sleeping. And then what you can do is you can start eating more tryptophan rich foods. What are tryptophan rich foods? Something like turkey or pumpkin seeds. These foods actually help produce more melatonin in the body because these are the precursors to melatonin. So when you give your body foods which are high in tryptophan, your body will naturally start using the melatonin, these tryptophan compounds to start producing more melatonin, and you will experience better sleep. Okay, now why does this work? Because this, number one, when the melatonin activation that I've just talked about, when we combine that with the cortisol rhythm reset, then that supports your pineal gland's natural rhythm, and it reduces dependence on melatonin pills. And because now we are giving your body the precursors for melatonin, your body knows how to start using it immediately. Now chances are that if you have issues in your gut, then this might still not work. In that case, I would suggest you go for deeper work, which is gut health testing, testing if you have any toxins in the gut, and definitely start with mineral balance. So if you check out my program and that I have linked in the comments below, you can easily find out that we do cellular nourishment there, and that is the very foundation of the work that I do with my clients. We help the body to reset the cortisol rhythms, to replenish the melatonin. Now start giving the body the nourishment that the cells are lacking, because when the cells do not get the nourishment that they need, they start dying, and that is called cell necrosis, and that is when autoimmunity starts in the body. Inside my nourish and quench method, what we do is we address the cellular nourishment. So we start giving the cells what they need to function. Now the cells to function properly actually need minerals, and if you're interested, I'm going to be doing a workshop next week, so keep your eyes peeled for that, which is going to be all about how minerals affect Sjogrens and autoimmunity in general. So I'm going to be doing that so that you get a deeper insight into how minerals are so important for autoimmunity and Sjogrens. But inside my Nourish and Quench program, Nourish and Quench method, which is a proven and repeatable system that I've created using my own experience, using my clients' experience, to actually create a system which can start healing you from the inside out, and which does heal you from the inside out. Inside this, what we do is we address your cellular nourishment. We start with gentle detoxing as well, and then we also address your nervous system dysregulation. All of the three will actually now help your HPA axis function to start working optimally, and that will now help you to start feeling the symptoms going away, because the body will start healing from the inside out. Okay, so if that is something that you're interested in, type a reset in the comments, or go get the link and register in the course, because the enrollment is open right now and I have limited seats, but I want all of you to get advantage of that. So go grab the link. Okay, now let's talk about the third functional action plan that I have for you, the actionable step that I have for you. So the third reason, excuse me, that we talked about was the insulin instability in the body, in the night especially, because of which your body is not able to sleep, not able to get good quality restorative sleep. Now, this has been my experience over the years as I have been healing myself. Because healing is a continuous process. It does not happen in isolation. It does not happen one fine day. It happens step by step, slowly and steadily. And this has been my experience with my clients and with myself, that whenever you feed yourself high quality and low carb food in the night, at least 3 or 4 hours before going to sleep, your sleep will be much better, because your body does not have to now deal with digesting this food that is sitting there in the stomach, because the body wants to get rid of it, right? It wants to get rid of it, wants to absorb all the nutrients from it, and then let it sit in the large intestine for the next day for you to eliminate it. But if you do not eat at the right time and you don't eat the right things, your body will experience stress, because there's so much for the body to do. So we want to relieve the body of that. How do we do that? You eat balanced dinners at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to sleep. So eat balanced dinners. What does that mean? Your food should be high in protein, it should be high in fiber and healthy fat, and try to reduce or actually minimize the carb content in the food, especially in the dinner. So no rice, no breads, no pastas, no noodles. If you are someone from India or someone who likes to get Indian flatbread, no flatbreads, no naans, nothing. Focus on high fiber vegetables like green vegetables. Focus on good protein sources like maybe turkey, because we talked about turkey and it will also help you produce more melatonin. So chicken, turkey, fish, all those kinds of proteins, good fiber. If you're a vegetarian, you can go for tofu, you can go for beans, all of those kind of things, but at least 3 to 4 hours before sleeping. This will keep your blood sugar stable throughout the night, because your body has already digested all of that. Protein does not spike your blood sugar as much, so fiber will also keep your blood sugar in check, and then healthy fat as well will do the same thing. Now your body knows that there is no blood sugar spikes happening, there's no insulin spikes happening, and the body will now focus on giving you the restorative sleep that you need. Plus there will be melatonin produced because of the protein that you're eating, which has tryptophan in it, hopefully, which will help you sleep properly. Okay, so that was the third fix. And now let's talk about the fourth one, which is really just calming down your body, creating that ritual every single day, so that your body gets the signal that everything is safe and you're not in a war zone, and you don't need to be awake for that, because that is what is happening with people who are tired and wired. So your cortisol is high, we want to bring that cortisol down. How do we do that? Now you have to have time which is screen free, number one, and number two, I would suggest you do deep breathing. So before sleeping, as soon as you get into your bed, you have washed your feet, had your bath, then you just sit down and do some deep breathing. So what does that mean? And I've talked about it in earlier trainings as well as your lives as well. You just put your one hand on the chest, so this is the left hand, right hand on your belly, and do some belly breathing, some deep breathings. Okay, your diaphragm should be able to expand and contract as you breathe, and it is also called diaphragmatic breathing. If you have been a singer, you know what that is, because singers do that all the time. But put both hands in these places, left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly. I'm not sure if you're able to see my belly or not, but so let's breathe in. So we breathe in to the count of 6 seconds. Okay, so and as I'm breathing in, my belly is going inside, because my diaphragm is trying to expand, is going up so that my lungs can expand and get all the air in. And then we hold for 7 seconds. So just hold, hypoxia, which is also good for the body. And then we do a slow exhaling, which is 8 seconds. So that's way. And if you do that every single day and you do that at least 10 times, your body will feel the sense of calmness, and it will come out of the fight and flight mode, and you will be able to sleep properly. So there are 4 things that I told you today. These are actionable steps that you can take right away after the live. Start experiencing them, start doing them, and then come back to the live in the comments and tell me how did it help you, because I am so excited telling this to you. I really want to hear from you how this has helped you once you have started using these things. Okay, I really want you to tell me after you do all these things. Come and tell me how was the experience, and were you able to sleep properly or not. Okay, now if you are someone who has been experiencing excuse me, also tell me in the comments which of the fixes are you going to try today, which of the actionable steps that I've talked with you today, the 4. Number 1 is your cortisol reset, number 2 is your melatonin reset, number 3 is your insulin stability, and number 4 is your nervous system balance. Which of these 4 are you going to try tonight? I say today because it's night in Dubai, but if you are watching from some other part of the world, in the US, then tell me which one are you going to try tonight or today, depending on where you are. Tell me in the comments which one. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, which one are you going to try today immediately, so that you can start seeing these results. All right, so this thing just lights me up, okay? Because we can tell our body and we can give the feedback to our body of how to heal, and this is one of them. So if you want not just your sleep rhythms to be restored, but also your dryness to go away, also for your pains to go away, for your chronic fatigue to go away, then type a reset in the comments so that you can start healing your body inside out right away, without any waiting, without any band-aids, without any fixes. Okay, and you can also use the link in the pinned comment so that you can enroll in it, because the enrollment to the program, to my Nourish and Quench method, which is the proven and repeatable method that I've used with so many people and have given them great results, is open now for enrollment. So if you are someone who's looking for real results, here's a chance. Go grab the link, get yourself enrolled, so that we can help you start healing from the root. Okay, now I want you to imagine for a second, one fine morning that you're able to wake up before your alarm goes off, and you are clear and calm and truly rested that day. You do not have to drag yourself out of the bed. There is no brain fog. There is just steady energy throughout the day. And that is a reality that can happen. And that is happening to my clients every single day. Your mornings can become productive again. Your patience will return now, because your body will have the energy, and the cup will be full, because now you are giving the body what it needs, and your body starts to feel like you're again. How will it feel like for you when you do that? Just imagine that, visualize that, and tell me how does it feel for you in the comments, because that is exactly what my clients are experiencing on an every single day basis, who are inside the Nourish and Quench method and who are inside the Sjogrens reset method, and are doing cellular nourishment, cellular healing. They're doing nervous system balancing. They're doing gut healing from so many different angles. We heal the gut, that they're able to experience all these things without any pills. Okay, we can do that with the help of diet and lifestyle and 100% customized protocols. So how will it feel for you if you can do all of that for yourself starting immediately? How will it feel for you? Now, this is exactly what we do inside my programs. And if you are someone who's looking for that kind of support, that kind of healing for yourself, then type a reset in the comments, and Kanika will help me drop the link over here so that you can use the link and start your healing ASAP. You can use the link, get yourself enrolled, and we will start the healing ASAP for you. Okay? Now, I love talking about sleep. I love talking about how you can get your sleep back, because our body just knows how to bounce back immediately. Our body is very resilient, whether it's gut healing, whether it's sleep, whether it's dryness, whether it's joint pains. I've seen it personally for myself, and I have been in remission for 12 years now, for those of you who don't know. And every one of us is capable of doing that. We just need to get the right support. We just need to get the right system where we can start doing this work for ourselves. Okay, you have worked too hard to live a life which is half awake, in which you are living in pain, living in dryness, half awake, not even getting the rest that you need, that your body needs. And fatigue is not your personality. This is just a pattern that your body has learned over the period of time, but we can help the body to unlearn all of that. We can help your body to unlearn all of those patterns, so that healing can happen. And healing really is going to be happening because your body wants to heal, and we want to get your body to that space where it wants to heal, right? And now you at this point, I think what I want to say is that all of us have choices. All of us are free to make our choices. You can either keep chasing sleep aids and coffee, or you can fix the systems inside your body so that you can power your rest. You can power up your rest so that you no longer are fatigued, you no longer are sleep deprived, you no longer are dry or in pain, and you can experience real healing, and you can experience real living. Because when we are sick, we are not really living, we are only surviving. And I've experienced that firsthand in my own healing journey. So DM me reset if you don't want to type it here, or you can also get the link. Kanika will please help me put down the link over here for the Nourish and Quench method, and then I will get you started ASAP with the help of mineral balancing, with the help of cellular nourishment and nervous system balance and gentle detoxification. All of that will start helping to heal you immediately. Because 8 hours in bed should feel like 8 hours of healing, and not 8 hours of just lying in the bed and not doing anything. This is what I feel that sleep should be like, and I'm sure all of you also feel like that. So if that is the case, please use the link, get enrolled, because enrollment is open right now, and I want all of you to get healing. Okay? So with that, if all of you have any questions, I would love to answer them for you. So I will hang on for a couple of more seconds. If you have any questions in the comments, type them in the comments. I would love to answer them for you, and let me also go through the messages. Let's see. I'm not able to see the comments, so bear with me while I'm trying to grab some of the comments. All right, I don't see any comments over here today, so okay, well, I really can't see any comments, and I don't think there are any questions. But if you're watching the replay, then make sure you type the word replay and tell me in the comments, how did this training help you when you started doing these actionable steps? And also, if you're watching live, then type a live. Now, I'm not able to see that right now. Absolutely not. Facebook is weird. But if you're watching the replay, chances are that you will be watching it on YouTube. So don't forget to comment in the YouTube, because I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, I mean, if you're watching the replay, don't forget to comment in the Facebook channel as well. Don't forget to subscribe and my YouTube channel as well. And I will come back next week with a wonderful workshop actually that I'm planning, which is called Minerals and Autoimmunity, and it will be dropping very soon. So keep your eyes peeled, because in this free workshop I'm going to drop some very, very amazing nuggets which no one has told you so far about the relationship between autoimmunity and the different nutrients and minerals that our body needs in order to stay away from autoimmunity. So keep your eyes peeled, and yes, I'll be dropping that sometime this week and doing that in the next week. Okay, so till then, have a wonderful week, and I will come back next week with another amazing live to talk to you all about. Okay, all right, take care. If you have any comments, don't forget to drop them in the comments. I will come back to them later on, and I will make sure to answer them. If you're watching it on the YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also don't forget to comment in the YouTube channel, so that more people like you who need the help that they need with Sjogrens and the sleep can get more help. Okay, with that, thank you so much, and I will see you next week.